Biafra, superstars, media.
My people, my Biafran people, now on a day, I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending on where you're listening to the sound of my voice. This one at Biafra Superstars Media, and I'm holding it down. I say, may God bless Biafra, and may God bless His Excellency Oyendo Mazinamdi Kanu. May God bless, may God bless, may God bless, may God bless His Excellency, the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile. His Excellency, ESN, Ekpa, Simon Njoku, for the job Simon is doing. Simon, I want to say we thank you, we appreciate you, we love you, because we know in your hands Biafra is coming, in your hands Biafra is safe, and in your hands when Biafra comes, the people of Biafra will rejoice. My fellow Biafrans, today is not a time to marry. Today is not a time to joke. Today I must speak truth to power. Permit me today, as I will sound very, very formal. Today, I want to speak to those in Plateau State, the elders, the stakeholders, even those who claim to be the leaders of Plateau State. I want to tell you that enough of this crying. It is time to grab the bull by the balls. I did not say grab the bull by the horn. When you want to grab a bull by the horn, it is a metaphoric expression. It means to show courage. When they say to grab the bull by the horn, it means you are showing courage in doing something. But what the Fulani Herdsmen are doing to you in your land, it has gone beyond trying to show courage. Today, I want to speak to you guys to dare them in the face. It is time to protect your land. It is time to grab the bull by the balls. It is time you do what you have to do by any means to protect your land. My fellow Biafrans, today I'm speaking this way specifically to the elders of Plateau State, because it has come to my attention again that they are still being attacked in Plateau State. The other time we heard about Bokos, all the killing and pillaging that happened in Bokos, and the military, the so-called military, they said they should blame it on the devil. They said the devil was responsible for the pillaging in Bokos, Plateau State. But just about 5 weeks ago, we saw the mayhem that happened in Okuama. The city of Okuama, you saw how it was alleged that some men, they took the life of the military. And suddenly the whole community of Okuama had to pay for the sins of a few. My fellow Biafrans, this is the 6th week. And just yesterday was a time the governor, or I'll say yes, the governor of Delta State, was given permission by the military, the zoo, dirty gutter military of that zoo called Nigeria. They gave him permission to visit Okuama. As the saying goes, when you fool me once, the shame is on you. But if you fool me twice, the shame is on me. In Niger State over the weekend, we heard about the same zoo military kicking the bucket. About 7 of them kicked the bucket. But till now, the communities in Niger State is safe. People of Niger State, they are sleeping very well at night. No community in Niger State was ransacked. People's houses were not burnt, destroyed. Communities in Niger State were not sent running and packing into the bush because some military men kicked the bucket. So I called it a different strokes for different folks. But today, I want to speak to the who is who in Plateau State. The days of going to the zoo government to plead and beg them to protect you, those days are gone. It is time for you to grab the bull by the balls. It is time for you to dare the devil, stare at the devil in the face. Let the Fulani Herdsmen know you are the owner of your land, and not the Fulani police, the Fulani military can stop you from controlling the resources and managing the affairs of your land. My fellow Biafrans, today, permit me, we need to listen to this man. He's a stakeholder from Plateau State. I thank the person that sent me this message, this video, because he made some vital points. But my anger, my dismay, my disdain with this gentleman is they keep on repeating the same thing. It happens to you, you wait there, it happens again, and it happens again. And you keep on carrying out this same action, going to the authorities, pleading with them to protect you. Let me fall back. Let us listen to this gentleman in this interview he gave, and I will break it down throughout the whole video. If you're with me, let us go there. Listen.
Let's try and understand some of the developments, unfortunately, playing out in Plateau State. We'll try to get across to the Commissioner of Police, but they've got several meetings today, as they tell us. So we've got Honorable Dachon Bagos here with us. He was a member of the House of Representatives, representing Jos South East Federal Constituency from 2019 up until 2023. Good morning. Thank you for coming on today.
Well, good morning. Up to not just 2023, up to when the Court of Appeal did the injustice to the legislators on the Plateau.
There's got to be a year to that, isn't it? So
yeah, well,
that's why we left it with the year. So you can have that perspective, but the year is bottom line.
Yeah, well,
so this scenario, much as it's very hard for lots of people to grapple with and try and understand why the authorities cannot rein some of these people in. Could you just, talking about this time and again, almost sounded like a broken record. Why is it so difficult for this to be addressed, these killings?
You know, it has, all the time, we will always say that it is unfortunate.
Okay.
But it's as a result of negligence, Chamberlain. You and I have discussed much about this insecurity in Plateau State and the country at large. That there are measures that are supposed to be taken, but up till now, nothing is yet been done.
Hold it there. Hold it there first. Hold it there. He's just said there are measures that needs to be taken, but up till now, nothing has been done. A few months ago, we saw what happened in Bokos, where the military, they were saying they should blame the devil. It's an act of the devil. Blame it on the devil. And these people in Jos, in Plateau, they chose to follow the directives of the military. Since then till now, he's now saying nothing has been done. Young man, if nothing has been done, it is time for you to do something. It is time for your people, the youths, the men out there, to take the matters into your hands. It is time. Do not wait for your enemy to right their wrongs. It's not done. But let's continue.
That will always calm nerves, so that it will, people will feel that either government is working or something. But it is not just about calming down nerves. It's about how have you been able to implement these possible solutions.
Okay.
For instance, Bokos that has been on the front burner in the past months and past years. There are nucleus of these terrorists around Bokos.
Listen.
And the most unfortunate part of it is that the school, the Plateau State Polytechnic University that was attacked, you can see where students are staying, the off-campus satellite towns, you will see the terrorist nucleus around these students. But the word you will now hear is that, oh no, those are just herdsmen. But
hold it there, sir. This is the problem. That's what this man just said now. Underline it. That is the problem. When you identify them, they will tell you, no, these ones, they are just herdsmen. They are farmers. But those doing the killing, those doing the pillaging, those doing the assault, they still come from that location, that locale, that community, that settlement, where the military, they are telling you, no, those ones will leave them. They are just settlers. They are just headers. Leave them alone. But at night, while you sleep, these same people are the ones that come to carry out all the pillaging. Plateau State, it is time for you guys to wake up. It is time to grab the bull by the balls. I'm not saying grab the bull by the horn. The days of showing courage is long gone. It is time to show those caliphates, show the military men out there who support and empathize with the herdsmen. Show them Jos belongs to you. Let them know Plateau State is your land. You know what you have to do to protect yourself. It is time for you to do that. Listen, continue.
using the name herdsmen, at the end of the day, when something happens, these people come out from those nucleus camps that the so-called herdsmen are staying. What happened that how can a settlement that you call that is for herdsmen, people will come out from those settlements in bikes, and each bike, you have 2, 3 on each bike, driving through the school compound, shooting spirit-directly.
Hold it there. This is the hold on there, Joe. That's the problem I have with people like this. They have all the facts in place. They have all the information. I'm speaking of this because I have a first-hand account that students that were acquired in that location, they know those who did it. The village where those people they are settling, they know those who are responsible. Those that came to do the mayhem in that school, in that university, in that campus, they know where they came from. Which is why today I have not come to advise you to stay strong and firm. No. It is time for you to show them that you are also mad. Let them know, say, madman pass madman. They shouldn't tell you, don't allow the Zoo military to tell you how to respond. They have come once, twice, not 3 times. They have been doing the same thing to your people over and over again. It is time for the youth to wake up. You know the community where they are staying. You know where they came from. You knew where the sound of those bikes, more than 100 bikes, coming from a particular location. You saw the dust in the air. You knew the village, the community, the settlements that they came from. It is time the men in Plateau State wake up. It is time for you guys to wake up. The days of waiting for the Zoo military to carry out what they would do, do not expect them to do that. Let's continue.
Nothing has happened. So imagine that if these people now come out with have an agenda to come out that look, they are going to wipe that school, Chamberlain, I can assure you that the casualties that we could have been talking of at this moment will be unimaginable.
Okay.
Talk to us about possible motive, because now there's this narrative that people, which is beginning to gain traction, that mineral resources are also a factor in this. Is that right?
You see, I've said this, that look, all the areas that have been attacked on the plateau are areas that have mineral resources, are areas that are agrarian, that you can farm, that the farm produce. You have large span of farmlands in those areas. Bokos is one of the Bokos is one of the major producers and farmers of potatoes, that the Irish potatoes that everybody bring Irish potatoes.
Hold it there, sir. Sir, with all due respect, I respect Jos and Plateau for farming. I respect it for that. But what they are after is not just your farmland. The Fulani cabal, they are not known for farming. When it comes to farming, you can respect or give that to the Hausas. Hausa, they are into farming. The Fulani cabal, they are into cattle rustling. They are herders by nature, not farmers. So please, with all due respect, don't come and tell me that they are doing what they are doing to you because of they want to come and farm. No, it is the resources they are after. The same way they went to Okuama. The same way they've been going to all the places, the locations where there are resources. That same way they have come to your own community. I'll be a liar to if I make you, come with a suggestion that they are coming to your community because of the farmland. They want to come and farm because you are good farmers and they want to till your soil, take over your land so they could farm. I'll be a liar if I agree with that your submission. That statement is fallacious. They have come for your resources. The same way they are attacking people in Enugu State for resources. The same way they are attacking Ibadan. We had the bomb blast some few months ago. Oyo, Ibadan. We had the bomb blast. That same way they have come for the resource in your land. I must make myself clear on this one. The Fulani cabal, they don't care about farming. If they cared about farming, all the Almajiris in the north, they would have been great farmers. When the Hausas were running things, the level of Almajiri was low because the Hausas, they were known for farming. They are, you can from their onions, their carrots and the rest of that. But the cabal, they are known for what? Cattle rustling. They are herders. All they know how to do is to perambulate from state to state, country to country, in search of pastoral grounds where their cattle can perch and rustle. So if you are assuming that they are coming to your land because of you are good in farming, you are good in planting Irish potato, and they want to stop you from farming so that they will farm or out-farm you, you are making a mistake. There is a resource in your land. They know what you have in your land. You may not know, but China has scanned the whole of Africa. They have scanned the whole land, the terrain in that zoo called Nigeria. They know the locations where those resources are. I'm telling you from a first-hand information. Take that from me. They are not there because you are good farmers and they want to out-farm you. No. They are not coming to your land to take over your land and continue with your farming. That's not what they are there for, sir, with all due respect. They have come for your resource. So let's take it back and hear the question the journalist asked him. The man they call Chamberlain, he's a journalist from that zoo. He asked a vital question. And this guy, to an extent, he ran away from the answer by stressing more about them going into farming. Just listen.
Are also a factor in this. Is that right?
You see, I've said this, that look, all the areas that have been attacked on the plateau are areas that have mineral resources, are areas that are agrarian, that you can farm, that the farm produce. You have large span of farmlands in those areas. Bokos is one of Bokos is one of the major producers and farmers of potatoes, that the Irish potatoes that everybody bring Irish potatoes from Plateau State. It is Bokos that is one of the heartbeat of potatoes on the plateau. Now these people can no longer go to farm. Where will you get the potatoes that virtually feed the entire nation? Unfortunately, today, some of these eateries and farms are importing potatoes now from South Africa. What happened to Bokos, to Barikiladi, to Riom, and some of these places that they are the major producers of this of potatoes, tomatoes, and so most of these places today, people have been dispersed as a result of insecurity. Not just being dispersed, they are even afraid of going to the farm. The governor have made so much emphatic effort encouraging people, has bought as much fertilizers and putting in, trying to see how we can have rangers across the farms to be able to protect farmers during this farming season. But beyond that, he has shown political will.
Okay.
What is the tactical will to be able to address these issues? How can we be able, as a people and as a country, that look, these are issues that the possible solutions, and again, ignoring the justice system. Today, you have only maybe 5 military men at the checkpoint going into Bokos.
Listen.
But you now have, still within the Bokos axis, people coming out in bikes.
Listen.
How can those 5 military men be able to engage those people in bikes with heavy ammunition? And we now see...
Wait there. That's a very good point. He had just told you that in Bokos, where there is killing, in Plateau, in Jos, they only have 5 military men on their checkpoint in the whole of the Bokos. But in the land of the Biafra, every 100 meters there is a checkpoint. All the different states, the old states in Biafra land, nearly every 100 meters there is a checkpoint. Not only that, the insult, the humiliation they give to our people. If you are in a bus, they will tell you to come down, lift your clothes up, and trek towards the location of the checkpoint. The Fulani cabal, they have their military in abundance in the land of Biafra. But in locations that really need the presence of their Zoo military, they have refused to protect them. Source of 5 people, source of ordinary 5 men they gave to these people, despite you saw what happened some few months ago, where people were buried. There was mass burial in shallow graves. We saw it. But your Zoo military, they gave them just 5 people in checkpoint, in a place where there is a presence of the Fulani Herdsmen, a place where there are presence of Boko Haram, of Hiswap, of ISIS. They only have 5 men in the whole of the community. Only 5 policemen in their checkpoint. But in the land of Biafra, every nook and cranny, every street, every state road, every federal road, you will see hundreds of soldiers saying they are doing checkpoints. In a place where we have banished the so-called herdsmen from coming. In a place that even Boko Haram, they dare not, the hardcore Boko Haram men, they dare not come to the land of Biafra. We have sent them packing, we have sent them running. Yet, your Zoo dirty gutter military, they are in the land of Biafra. This is why our Prime Minister said, We don't want any checkpoints in Biafra land. That's a bad investment for the zoo. Take those military men, take them to Bokos. Take them to Plateau. Take your military men from Biafra land, take them to Jos, where they need or where they are needed. They are more valued in an area like that. Their presence is invaluable in a place like that, where you have your headsmen, your Boko Haram. Oh my God, have mercy. Hey! Nigerians, now who doing at this thing? You Nigerians that still love Nigeria. Now who doing at this thing? This man is out here in TV begging, asking the government to help and protect them. They refuse, but they sent their military to the land of Biafra. Every 100 meters, there is a checkpoint. Those checkpoints must come down. They must go down. They must go down because we have declared we don't want your military in our checkpoints, in our land, in our roads. Get them out. Get them out of the land of Biafra. Take them to where they are needed. How can in the whole of Bokos, despite what happened some few months ago, the people they've not even healed, you are giving them just 5 military men in checkpoint? And when the bike men are coming, the headsmen in their bike, 100 bikes carrying 300 people. What do you expect those 5 men to do? Now I get it. Can you now see the agenda of the caliphate? Their agenda is the love, the mayhem, the presence of their headsmen in all these special areas. Oyo State, Jos, Plateau, Enugu to an extent. Enugu, Nde Enugu, people of Enugu, we are watching you guys. We are watching you guys, because I'm not happy that in Enugu we are having issues where men have come to protect you. You are sabotaging them. And you know in your land, there is uranium in your land. There is californium in your land. The caliphate, they know about it. They are coming to test your land. But somehow they've been able to poison you against the BLA. Our Prime Minister has done his best. He will bring men to protect you. The next minute, your own people, they will be blackmailing them, showing them the camp, the resting bay, the fort of our men. This man just told you now, say, the government don't love you. In Bokos, where they need the presence of the military, they only give them 5 to deal with Fulani Herdsmen. Think about that. Bokos, where you know that's a hot spot. The locality there is there should be a red line there. Say, come on, across this whole place, at least 100 military men should be there, morning, night, and day, protecting the people. But they'll say no. They won't do that. They give them just 5. Source of 5 people. Source of 5 men in the whole of Bokos. No me talk more. No me talk more. Now this man talk. Let's continue. Listen.
Go further to ask that if truly security are looking into these issues, what has technology been able to do? Before coming here, there was traffic. I quickly looked at my Google map. It shows me that there was traffic, and I further look at the entire. It showed me the building of channels, and I found out that cars are not moving around here. This is the axis. So, if just as an ordinary citizen with my phone, I can geolocate a location and see the movement of vehicles from my phone. What happens to technology to be able to see that? Look, these are nucleus of this bandit here. What is the kind of movement? So we mean that as a country with the heavy money that the National Assembly is being has channeled to issue of insecurity, we cannot at this particular moment get the latest gadgets to be able to look at these issues and to look at it. So this is like
perhaps one of the challenges, Mr. Bagos, just a second. Perhaps the challenge is not that of technology or anything. Perhaps it's that of the human. I recall last year, sometime around June or thereabout last year, we had a conversation with the governor of the state, and he was highlighting the fact that there are non-state actors that are very active in the state, occupying certain local governments. It was in that interview that he also revealed that maybe sometime around that time, that he also revealed that about 80% of all that is happening, all the unrest and all that is happening in Plateau State has one thing or the other to do with what you also talked about, mineral deposits in the state as well.
God bless that man that said it. God bless that governor. I believe he's the one that said that stuff. 80% of all the things happening in Plateau State has to do with mineral resources. Respect to these journalists because they know their job and they use, they are being meticulous. Oyibo. They are being careful not to give out the answer so that the zoo government will not ban them. But they are trying to be meticulous. They are giving this man, they are spoon-feeding him the answer. They know the answer. They know because they are journalists. They know the problem. But this man was trying to discuss more about, is the farm. No, sir, with all due respect. It's not the farm. They don't want your land because they want to be farmers. That would be stupid. The Fulani Herdsmen, the Fulani cabal, even the Fulani oligarchs, they are not known for farming. When it comes to farming, na Hausa, if Hausa were the ones coming to your land, I would say, okay, they are coming to get that your soil because, it's a bit. No. What is happening is the thing underneath the soil, the resource underneath your land. And this journalist just said that as at last year, around June, he spoke with the governor and he told him that there are so many stakeholders who are involved in that thing happening in Plateau. And also in the ultimate analysis, he now said, he revealed that 80% of all what is happening in that state is about the resources. Which is why today I am telling those in Oyo, the Yoruba, you signed a partnership with Mieti Yala. I hope you know you have signed your death warrant. I hope you know you have officially said goodbye to Oyo State. And now the Kano told you, Oyo State is next. Your Oyo State is next. Just in this month, we saw two things happened. In the month of April, two things happened. The lady they called Dukbe Onitinroabe, what's her name? The wife of Abiola, who is also a secret girlfriend of Tinubu back in the days. She was a friend to Tinubu back in the days. That lady, she came out with her Yoruba nation planned by Tinubu government and the rest of them just to rubbish the real Yoruba nation. Strangely, it happened in Oyo State. And also, you all remember that bomb blast that happened? Ibadan, Oyo State, resources. When they asked the governor of Oyo State, Sheyi was saying, it was some illegal miners. Do you now, can you pinpoint these things? Follow me in this journey. I know why I'm speaking this way. Follow me in this journey. You can, when you carry out an in-depth forensic analysis, you will see that when you trail everywhere where there is a problem, it has to do with resources. There was a bomb blast in Ibadan. And it had to do with resources. The governor, Sheyi Makinde, came out and used psychology. He said, oh no, they were illegal miners. Despite it was the zoo government that gave them the contract. Buhari government, Buhari, a Fulani man, he gave some Fulani men, some strangers. Men from Mali, Fulani men from Mali, they came to Ibadan. They were mining, they were testing your soil. Now, at a time when they wanted to see how deep the resource is, they have found the resources, but they want to know how much content in terms of land mass, how much content of these resources is in this place. They now dropped a dynamite. Not even a small bomb, they dropped a dynamite to till the soil, to flip the soil upside down, to bring the inner crust of the soil to the top. And they tested with the satellite. Said, oh, the quantity of resources here is very, very high. And suddenly, Miet Yala has now come to Oyo State again. Ibadan, Oyo State, to sign a partnership with the Yorubas. To say, okay, going forward, we now have an understanding. We now have a truce. We now have a peace pact. We now have a memorandum of understanding that going forward, the Miet Yala, the cattle headers, the Fulani herdsmen can come with their cow peacefully. They will not fight you, the farmers. Feel free to farm. It is okay. Do your farm and I will do my cattle rustling. Just keep doing what you are doing. We will not disturb you. When we see you in the farm, we will not fight. We will not kill you with AK-47. Keep on doing you and we'll be doing us. And you guys all signed it. But before your eyes, you heard this man in Bokos, this man here in Jos, where he said they know the people that did those things in Bokos. They know the Fulani herdsmen, the settlers. They know the village. They know the land they are settling. They know where those bikes are coming from. They know the community that in the daytime, they act like they are their friends. But in the night, you see the herdsmen in bike coming from that community to cause havoc in their own community. To those in Plateau, they assumed they were living peacefully all these years until they found out resources in Plateau State. Lord have mercy. Only God knows what they found in Plateau, the type of resource. Very, very sad. So respect to the journalist for, he went back and told this man, but I spoke to the governor. He said there were some stakeholders who are responsible for what is happening. And in most cases, 80% of all the things that have happened in Bokoso, in Joso, in Plateau, it has to do with resources, natural resources underneath your land. You think they're after you, stop you from farming? No, they need you to leave that farm because it is time to dig the soil, till the soil and take your resource. People of Oyo, OYO, on your own, Oyo State, want ideo. Let me speak your Yoruba. Want ideo. They have come. Want ide. They have come to your land. You have welcomed them. Officially, you have signed the document. You have sealed your fate in that state. If you dig deep, you go see say those that signed those things, they are the offsprings of the Fulani Caliphate. Be careful who, look, these people you are dealing with, they say when you want to eat with the devil, you need a long spoon. It's there. There's a reason why they wrote that thing. When you want to eat with the devil, you need a long spoon. Let's continue, I beg.
Is it that it is intractable? There are also allegations of people, land grabbing and the rest of it. Is it that these issues are intractable? Because it's about the people. It is
take it back, sir. Take it back.
With the governor of the state, and he was highlighting the fact that there are non-state actors that are very active in the state, occupying certain local governments. It was in that interview that he also revealed that maybe sometime around that time, that he also revealed that about 80% of all that is happening, all the unrest and all that is happening in Plateau State has one thing or the other to do with what he also talked about, mineral deposits in the state as well. Is it that it is intractable? There are also allegations of people, land grabbing and the rest of it. Is it that these issues are intractable? Because it's about the people. It is something that happens between or among the people. Is it that the elders of the communities, the community development associations, the legislators in the state cannot call all the people who are supposed to, ensure that there is peace to order and ensure that there is peace and enforce that peace using the security agencies in the state? Is it intractable?
If you're thinking about buying some...
It's kind of very... I can tell you that there is no situation that the Plateau people cannot handle themselves. And
boom! There is no situation that the Plateau people cannot handle themselves. Oga, I believe you. Because I know Plateau are people you cannot joke with. You guys are men with hearts. Obiago. You guys are men with lion hearts. You are brave men. You are warriors. But it beats my imagination. I don't know why you keep on waiting, dilly-dallying and hoping that your enemies, the Fulani Herdsmen, dressed in Nigerian uniform, dressed in the Nigerian military regalia, you're expecting them to come to your land and protect you? You will hear what this man will say that will blow your mind. Just watch. Listen. Listen now.
From the point of view that Plateau people are not living in peace or they don't want visitors, that is far-fetched from it. Because there is nothing like clash. Because if it is a clash, that is where the community leaders will come and sit. That is where the development association will come and sit. But this is a situation where people come in from different angles that you don't know where they are coming from. People come in with heavy armory that you don't know where they got them from. People come in that you cannot even identify them, come, attack, and withdraw. So that is not; those are not Plateau people in very entirety.
No,
because
even
if
that.
A community
My
that
apologies.
is within the school, in the name of a settlement of herdsmen, if we knew that these people are terrorists, that these people are not, if we are not accommodating, Plateau people could have said, "Look, we don't
Honorable.
We know you as terrorists."
Even that issue that you just raised now,
and could identify those people are the security agencies.
That's the mistake you are making. The only people who can identify them as terrorists are the security operatives. Sir, I'm sorry, with all due respect, that's your statement, they flawed. You in your community, you should know who is who, which is which. You are supposed to know the who is who in your community and which is which. But let's continue. Listen.
That issue that you just raised, just a second, Honorable. Honorable, just 1 second. Even that which you just raised now raises an issue, because you would recall while we were all growing up, you don't get into a community and you are a total stranger and no one will accost you. I don't see how that is possible.
Okay.
I mean, this is something that is known among all African communities that I am aware of. At what point did we lose that value? Just as you said, strange people come into a community and no one is able to identify them, and then no one raises the issue. You talked about artillery. It raises the question of intelligence. I know the information available to us is that governors get intelligence reports from time to time. Is it that these things just happen willy-nilly? No intelligence official was able to capture it before it happened, and even when it happened, indeed, the DSS was unavailable, the police was unavailable, military formations around were unavailable and unaware that such an intelligence breach was going to happen.
Okay.
How can anyone explain that, Honorable?
Not that just we have lost our value of intelligence, but let me tell you why we have reached where we are. the political will to really identify these issues headlong many years, 20 years ago, is what has led us where we are today. Because when we started identifying these people that, look, we don't know these people in our community. What you will now hear that, oh, we are religious. What you now hear that, oh, we are ethnic. What will now, because if you now identify someone, so, oh, no, this person, it's from our religion.
Listen.
Please don't even go there. So before you know it, someone will be arrested in Jos, and tomorrow you will hear that he has been moved to Abuja, and after 3 days you will hear that again the same person or group of people have been released on the ground of religion and ethnicity. That has been one of the major cardinal points that has taken us to where we are today.
Boom, hold on there. Lord have mercy. Exactly. It comes back to religion. Can you see it now? When you catch them, you arrest them, and you give it to the police or the army. They send them to Abuja. After 1 day, they release them. Within 3 days, they are back in your community. They say, no, those ones, don't touch them more. They belong to us. They are our people. Amoteku in Yoruba land, you think catching Boko Haram or herdsmen and giving them to police means you have done a job? You are wasting your time. They will release them because they are there for an assignment. They have an assignment they must complete. Exactly what is happening all across that zoo. This man just explained it now. Even when they apprehend them, say, we don't catch them. 20 came, we caught 5. These are the 5. They carry the 5 to police, to army. And they will send them to Abuja. Within 3 days, they are freed and they will return back to that community. Today, my people, I'll wrap it up here. I want to speak to those people in Jos. To the elders in Jos. Most especially the youths. It is time you guys rose up and grabbed the bull by the balls. The days of just showing courage, catching them and giving them back to the police, working hand in hand with the police, with those you assume they are part of the authorities. No. They were the ones that sent them to your community in the first place. It is time to grab the bull by the balls. It is time to stare the devil in the face. It is time for you to fight your own battle. The time has come, because I don't know how long for how long would you hold back? You've been attacked and attacked and attacked. Now they are coming to your hostels. The next one, now they will go to that university. They have stopped you from farming. Now they want to stop you from schooling. It is time you guys do what is right. It is time to protect your motherland. You're making the biggest mistake if you assume that the military or those in the armed forces, the police in that zoo, if you assume they are working hand in hand with you to solve the problem, then you're making a very big mistake. Because when it is even glaring, when it is clear for the whole world to see, they will blame it on the devil. They will say, now devil work. It is the act of the devil. Blame it on the devil. Now devil do am. A military man said, na devil do am. He didn't call the herdsmen. He said, blame it on the devil. But when it came to Okuama, he blamed it on the people living in Okuama. The whole of the community was brought down. Lord have mercy. Oh, Lord have mercy, my God.
We are from Superstars Media.
My people, how una day? How una day today? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending from where you're listening to the sound of my voice. This one, na Biafra Superstars Media, and I'm holding it down. I say, may God bless Biafra, and may God bless His Excellency Oyendo Mazenam the Kano. May God bless, may God bless, may God bless, may God bless His Excellency, the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, His Excellency ESN Ekpa Simon Onjoku, for the job Simon is doing. Simon, I want to say we thank you, we appreciate you, we love you, because we know in your hands Biafra is coming, in your hands Biafra is safe, and in your hands when Biafra comes, the people of Biafra will rejoice. My fellow Biafrans, today, as a good neighbor, today I will lament as a caution to our neighbors. Today I go speak to our Yoruba neighbors. As you know, we the Biafrans, we are good neighbors. Every time, even in the days of Ojukwu, when Gowon was playing 419, when Gowon was leaving their northern military in the land of the Yoruba, during Aburi Accord, one of the itineraries that was discussed in the Aburi Accord was for Gowon to remove the northern military from the eastern region and the western region. That was Ojukwu being an advocate for the Yorubas. That was Ojukwu keeping, tabs and being helpful to their Yoruba people. And that was Ojukwu being a good neighbor to the Yorubas. He took their matter to Aburi. They had a discussion in Aburi. They agreed in Aburi. But unfortunately, Gowon only honored removing the northern military from the eastern region, and he did 419 and left the military, the northern military, in the western region. And when Ojukwu asked him, Gowon, why are you doing this? We agreed that you allow the Yorubas to be free. Remove your military from there, allow them to govern themselves. Gowon tell Ojukwu, say, make you mind your business. I can only honor the agreement to remove the northern military, the Fulani military, from your eastern region. When it comes to the west, I will keep the northern military there. Those were the words of Gowon in 1967, few months before the Biafran War. So today again, I am taking the cue. I am standing on the shoulders of Ojukwu. Today I am speaking as a good neighbor. As the saying go, that song before you go, yes, say, neighbor neti karo karo, karo neti, neighbor superstar neti, Yoruba nation neti, superstar media. Today, I dey call on the Yoruba people, our neighbors, being a good neighbor in the culture of the Biafran people. When the parents go to work, when the parents of your neighbors, they go to work as a good neighbor, it is your divine responsibility. It is an unwritten law or rule as a responsibility for you to protect the children of your neighbor. In most cases, you will keep an eye on the children, the home of your neighbor. My fellow Biafrans, today, this one when I want to talk, I go come from two perspectives. Because what we will hear now be say, on the 18th of this month, that was a Thursday, just 2-3 days ago, the Yorubas in Oyo State again, Oyo State, they entered a partnership. They entered a peace treaty They signed an MOU, oh my God, with the Mietiala. You won't believe it. Them they beg the Fulani cabal. You know, say Mietiala, they are the head of the Fulani killer headsmen. Them they beg them, say, make them enter a partnership, an agreement, to please make una killer headsmen stop to the kill our farmers. That way, we will give una access to the land. We will give you access to the farm. But when you are going through the farm, I beg, make una no kill us. They signed a peaceful pact, a peace agreement, a peace treaty. I can't believe what I'm reading. I can't believe it. That you will fall for the same sins, the same mistake Afonja made. Your ancestors, Afonja, you fell for the same mistakes of Afonja. Make we read what did happen. Then I go show a video by our good friend Mayegu. He's somebody who was proud enough, or who had confidence enough, who was more sincere to show this video. Others, they are shy, they are embarrassed, they are ashamed to show what their Yoruba farmers have done in Oyo State. First of all, let us come to Sahara. Let us read within them put down, because when I saw this thing on Sahara, I had to do a research. I couldn't believe what I was reading. Them talk say, farmers, which is the Yoruba farmers, Mietiala Union in Southwest, my God, Southwest, signed peace pact in Oyo State. Farmers, Mietiala Union in Southwest, signed peace pact in Oyo State. From this discussion, it means say the farmers and the Mietiala, when they across the whole of the Southwest, when they for Yoruba land, because Southwest is known as the Yoruba land. They don't sign a peace pact. It means a peace agreement. When I saw this, I was scratching my head. I was confused. I saw it as a conundrum. I was baffled. I was perplexed, Oyibo. I said to myself, what were they thinking? Did they forget about Afonja? Did they forget about the story of Afonja? How he was trying to appease the Fulani Caliphate? How he gave them Ilori and all those things, with the hope that he is now in partnership with the Fulani Caliphate. They even gave Afonja a wife, a Fulani woman to marry. So he now assumed that the Caliphate, they loved them. He betrayed his people. He went into an agreement. He invited the Caliphate into Ilori. And before you could say Jack Robinson, Ilori, Kwara State, is now a Fulani state. Ilori, which was, I believe, the capital of Kwara. My good friend back then, his name is Sunday, Bamboye, a Yoruba boy. He's from Kwara. We used to call him Baba Kwara, Bang Kwara. When he's playing football, we call him Bang Kwara. But that guy now, if I should see him today, I will call him a Fulani man, because the state he came from is now a Fulani state. Kwara State, and not only that, Kogi State is also a Fulani state. If you remember the man they call Saraki, Governor Saraki, the owner of one bank, he was once from Kogi State. That was the changing. That was the last phase that state changed from the Yoruba side to the Fulani side. Governor Saraki, this bank he had then, one great bank, and he lost or they lost that state. So make we hear our friend Mayegu. Let us hear what Mayegu is saying, because I took my time. I said, no, I don't want to believe this story. Say Yoruba them, they go sign agreement with Mietiala. I said, nah, in fact, I will not believe it. Today, I could just laugh because I can't believe what I'm saying. So make we go see what Mayegu is talking, because I respect Mayegu. He's somebody that, even though the thing is shameful, Mayegu go play him. Mayegu will speak about it. So make we hear what Mayegu. Hey, let's go there.
Possibly 1 or 2 or so will be in that all. Then the Fulanis, they were supposed to be the perpetrators of this. They too represented by the Mietiala.
Okay.
And a Yoruba lady was so proud. History has been made. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
The Fulanis have signed a peace deal with us.
Hey.
They have promised that our farmers can go to farms now.
Hey.
Our farmers can, there will be no issue anymore. There is a peace deal now.
Hey.
Is that actually a joke?
Mayegu.
That was my first reaction.
Mayegu. Hey. This way you ask me so, my brother. If I tell you I know the answer, I'll be a liar. Is that actually a joke? Make una wait to we go see the video when they sign everything. We go see the video where they sign everything. The thing shocked me. It shocked me well. I can't believe it. Mayegu, if you ask me, I thought I was dreaming. I'm not here to laugh. I'm not here to make it, but it sounds funny. Say, Oyo State. Hey, I can't believe. In fact, make we hear Mayegu talk first, then make we watch the video. This one, it will fear me. Oh, if fear me. Continue.
Is this a joke? Until I saw this.
Okay.
I'm going to read out the agreement. Very simple. Very simple. Attitude, sorrow, so we have discussed this. Coordinators, we have discussed this. Your Excellency, we have done that.
So, and there, he said, we have discussed this. The man by your right hand side is the head of Mietiala. The man on the left is the one representing the Yoruba. And now he is bowing down to Mietiala, saying, we have discussed this. Oh. We have discussed this. We have this in your own land, in your own Yoruba land. You are bowing down to Mietiala, begging him to respond, say yes. Una don't discuss them. Hey, this is what passed me. This is why I'm in total shock. Where is Chief Sunday Igboho when this is happening? Koiki Media. My brother, this one must get to the desk of Chief Sunday Igboho. Because I told you guys. In fact, make we hear the video first, then I will break this one down. I am speaking as a good neighbor. Even though I'm a Biafran, we have to be good neighbors. That when you see fire on the mountain, you go tell your neighbor, there is fire on the mountain. Run, run, run. There is fire on the mountain. Run, run, run. Even the Biafrans, we went extra hard. We went deeper. When we sang that song, Karo Jinaya, Bure Fere Nebo Nia, Evere Nebo, we are Bue Fere Nebo, Nebo Neti, Karo, Karo, Karo Neti, Nebo, Nebo, Ikuku Neve, Fere, 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 Nebo, Nebo Neti, Karo, Karo, Caro neti, nebo, nebo, nebo neti, caro, caro, caro neti, oh, nebo, nebo, superstar neti. Yoruba nation neti, oh, superstar neti. Oh my God, Biafra neti, Yoruba nation neti, Biafra. We dey tell our neighbors, yo, there is fire on the mountain. Make una dey run, yo, there is fire on the mountain. Oh, I need to sing this one in the spirit. Fulani, they come, yo, there is fire on the mountain. They are coming, there is fire on the mountain. And now the Kano, they shout from the mountain top, there is fire on the mountain. They are coming, yo, there is fire on the mountain. Fulani Cabal, they are coming, oh, there is fire on the mountain. Then they come with their AK-47, yo, there is fire on the mountain. I need 100 men, yo, there is fire on the mountain. I go for me, yes and no, because there is fire on the mountain. Them day for your family, yo, there is fire on the mountain. Fulani Herdsmen with AK-47, they come, there is fire on the mountain. Nebo neti, caro, caro, caro neti, nebo, nebo. Superstar neti, Yoruba nation neti, yo, superstar media, Biafra neti, Oduduwa people, yo, Oduduwa neti, Biafra. Oh, Lord have mercy. We were crying, shouting. A prophet came amongst us. He told us, they are coming. The Fulani killer headsmen, they are coming with their cows, with AK-47, they are coming. Mieti Allah, they are coming. A prophet told us this. And now the Kano told everybody, they are coming. And today they have come. But unfortunately, my Lord and my God, unfortunately, our neighbors that we told what is happening, they are going to sign a peaceful agreement. Today I want to speak to the Yoruba nation. This nonsense must stop. This act of cowardice must stop. Or your state is your land, for crying out loud. Can you guys go to Sokoto and say you want to do what these guys are doing to you? Can you go to Kano and say you want to carry your own business to disturb people of Kano, and you force them to sign a peaceful agreement with you? Why are you scared of the caliphate? Why are you scared of Mietiala? Afonja made this same mistake. Afonja, the man they call Afonja, he was the first. Afonja was a Yoruba man. Why make the same mistake of your ancestors? Today I want to speak to the Yoruba nation as a good neighbor. I am calling you out. Why make the same mistake? Don't you know your history? You have given these guys the green light. You have given them the way to come into your land now. They'll come plenty. They may keep quiet for 6 months. They're going to come more and more. Say there is a peaceful agreement. We have an MOU, a memorandum of understanding. You have given them the green light to come settle down now. They will come with their truck, loads of headsmen to your land. I keep telling you all, when they come and strike the Yoruba land, because most of you guys, you are Muslim. If you check there now, the people that sign these things, these are hardcore Yoruba Muslims. And to them, they don't really care what the Mietiala would do if they Islamize Nigeria, they will be nonchalant. Oyibo. Nonchalant means I don't care. It doesn't matter. Let's call a spade a spade. Most of you that believe in your pastors, you Christians that believe in your pastors, if your pastor can pray to God right now and say, Father Lord, in the name of Jesus, I declare Nigeria to become a Christian country. And if somehow his prayer was answered and everybody in Nigeria became a born-again Christian and they all attended your church, you church members, you will kneel down, you will bow down and praise the Lord. You will thank God for the miracle. You will rejoice to God. You will worship your pastor that he is a real man of God. Unknown to you that what your man of God just did was to change the pagans, to change the Muslims, to change the traditional worshippers, to change those that they worship in the African spirituality. He has changed all of them to Christians. He has changed all of them to your Zion ministry. You will thank God. You will bless God. You will say your God is a good God. You will say your pastor is a man of God. The same thing will happen if the 65% of Yorubas who are Muslims see the Mietiala or the Fulani Caliphate convert Nigeria to an Islamic country. They won't care about it. These same guys are the people that went to sign an MOU with the Mietiala. Because to them there is nothing different. They worship, they bow down, they do their Juma. They are Muslims, is okay. They cannot see the danger that the Fulani Herdsmen are coming to do in that zoo called Nigeria. I hope you now get it. So to the Yoruba nation, you guys should understand what your elder did, your ancestor, Afonja. He made the same mistake. And he paid the ultimate price. So make we sit back and relax and watch what happened next in this video. I will take it back. Make we hear Mayego introduce the video. Then we'll go watch the video play. Then we'll go see where one girl they thank God for what was signed by the Mietiala. If you are with me, make we take them back. No. Take it back. Listen.
Possibly one or two or so will be in that all. Then the Fulanis, they were supposed to be the perpetrators of this. They too represented by the Mietiala. And a Yoruba lady was so proud. History has been made. Oh my God. The Fulanis have signed a peace deal with us. They have promised that our farmers can go to farms now. Our farmers can, there will be no issue anymore. There is a peace deal now. Is that actually a joke? That was my first reaction. Is this a joke?
Okay.
Until I saw this.
I'm going to read out the agreement. Very simple. Very, very simple. So we have discussed this. Coordinators, we have discussed this. Your Excellency, we have done that. So, Maka, very simple text. Our meta to our sign. This is to affirm that farmers and cattle herders in southwest zone of Nigeria have agreed to work together and in harmony for the benefit of both parties and Nigeria in general. Ṣé gbogbo wa gbà báyìí? Great farmers sign this day, Thursday, 18th April 2024. Àwọn olórí wa, àwọn ọ̀gá wa tí wọ́n bá sign. Prince Segun Daseolu, coordinator for Southwest Commodities Farmers Organization. Ẹnìkejì ni bàbá wa Alhaji Baba Usman Ngazarma, National President, Mayeti Allah Cattle Breeders Association of Nigeria, MAGBA, and His Excellency Kemi Ologun. Then the witness is Royal Highness Senator Adewolu Ladoja. Thank you so much. I'm going to read out the
Say goodbye to Yoruba land that you can call the northern part of Yoruba land, okay, has been under the endless attacks of the Fulani terrorists, purported to be Fulani Herdsmen.
Listen.
And then our sister was so happy.
Listen.
Because history has been made.
Listen.
They have agreed not to kill us anymore.
History is being made in Nigeria. The Farmers Association is south of Nigeria, southwest. They are meeting with the entire Meeti Allah, the pastoral farmers, and signing a communique that will be communicated to the president. And that way, there can be peace. They say, no farmers, no Nigeria, but great farmers, great nation. I am so proud to be here today. An accident that has turned to be a blessing.
More than there. She said she is so proud to be here today. An accident that has turned out to be a blessing. A peace deal that is being agreed that will be sent to the president to give a final assent to it. It means to put the final approval. That stamp, boom, signed and sealed by Tinubu. This girl. Hey, God. I can't believe this. I can't believe this. My ego, I'm so sorry. Listen, watch again, watch.
Farmers Association is south of Nigeria, southwest. They are meeting with the entire Meeti Allah.
Hold up there. She said south of Nigeria and southwest. You see, Maego, this lady just exposed the in-depth information, not only Oyo State. I know you said Oyo, but this girl, she's inside the hall. She must have, the program for that day. She knows the dignitaries that were there. And she said the south and southwest, they are all under the same roof with Miet Yala to sign this agreement. Maego, I'm giving you an assignment to do more research. Koiki Media, I need you to speak on this. Koiki Media, you must speak on this. Me, I'm being a good neighbor. I have no dog in this fight. But as a good neighbor, I am coming out to be an advocate. I speak to advise una as a good neighbor. That's who we are. When it comes to things affecting us, I hope the same way you guys will also extend your hands to speak out on affairs affecting the Biafrans. Because over and over again, when things have to do with the Yorubas, we the Biafrans, we always come out to speak. as good neighbors and as those who stand up to oppose injustice. Because this partnership, when you enter so, now the biggest yawa. Because now there's an agreement. So it means they don't tie the hands of Chief Sunday Igboho with this agreement. Because if he comes out to fight now, say no, the Mietiala should go. This agreement has been signed by the zoo government, by your politicians. The Mietiala will take this document to the UN, to the world media, and show them that they are peaceful. It is the Yoruba nation people who are the problem. Because the people of Yoruba, those in the southwest, even those in the south, they came together under one voice, under one accord. They met with the whole of the Mietiala and they discussed. They signed a peaceful pact. There was an MOU that was signed. And after all said and done, we took this to Abuja. We took this to Asurok. And it was assented by the president. So we, the Mietiala in Yoruba land, we are peaceful. All we are doing is honoring the agreement that we entered with the Southwest. This signature is a very big blow to the Yoruba nation. But make we hear the way those when we get hear the way this girl is talking. She doesn't understand the impact of what has happened. She is even thanking God. She said, to God be the glory. Listen.
Rural farmers and signing a communique that will be communicated to the president. And that way, there can be peace. They say, no farmers, no Nigeria. But great farmers, great nation.
Hold on there. She said, this communique will be sent to the president. And once signed, there will be peace. As the saying goes, no farmer, no Nigeria. Hi! Yeme o, oh yeme. Yeme o, yeme. In this life, you must reap what you sow. Yeme o, yeme. Yeme, oh yeme o. Yeme o, yeme. In this life, you must reap what you sow. Yeme o, yeme. Ay, Lord have mercy. A lamentation. This is me drinking Panadol on somebody else's headache. This is me drinking Panadol on someone else's headache. That's who we are. We are good people. Neighbor neti, caro caro, caro neti, neighbor neighbor, superstar neti, Yoruba nation neti, oh, superstar media, Biafra neti, Koiki media neti, Biafra, superstar neti, Mayegu general neti, superstar media, and I'm the Kanu neti. They are coming, yo. They are coming, oh. Mietiala are coming. Simon Ekpa neti. What you don't know is bigger than you. What you don't know is bigger than you. What you don't know is bigger than you. Simon neti. I need the wisdom of 1,000 men. I need the wisdom of 1,000 men to deal with this situation. The wisdom winning get you. That is why we no go sign something like this. In the land of Biafra, we no go sign something like this. Simon A.T. Biafra, Biafra. Biafra, Biafra, lay. Keep your eyes on the sun. Simon A.T. Biafra, Biafra. Biafra, Biafra, lay. Keep your eyes on the sun. Hey! Simon, now I know why you said keep your eyes on the rising sun. Because when you keep your eyes on the rising sun, you will remain focused. You will not make sloppy mistakes like this. The politicians of the Yorubas, not all of them, but the politicians, they were busy looking at Tinubu. They kept their focus on Tinubu. And they assumed they have arrived. They assume they are now at the point of El Dorado. They thank God that Tinubu is not their president. They assume everything will be okay. They even went into a partnership with the Fulani Herdsmen, Mietiala. Those that brought in the Fulani killer Herdsmen. Those that brought in Boko Haram. Those that said Boko Haram are their freedom fighters. My Lord and my God, have mercy. This is very, very sad. Let's continue.
I am so proud to be here.
Hold on there. She is so proud to be here today. She is so proud. Who is this girl? This has testimony has gone against everything that the Yoruba nation stands for. Who is this woman? Who is this girl? Today, I want to call out on Koiki Media to come and do his own job. Respect to Mayegu. You have spoken well. But today, I am calling out on Koiki Media. You must denounce this nonsense. You are the spokesperson. You are the spokesman of Chief Sunday Adeyemo, aka Dr. Sunday Igboho. You must come out and denounce this nonsense. You must make a stand on this. Because this goes against everything your leader stands for. An MOU was signed. A peaceful agreement was signed to coexist with Yoruba and the Mietiala, the owners of the Fulani killer Herdsmen, the owners of the herdsmen bringing cows and AK-47 into your land, the people that brought in and invited Boko Haram, ISIS, ISWAP, Hamas into your community. Hey, my Lord, have mercy. Koiki Media, this one falls on your desk. Mayegu has done well by not hiding this news. Mayegu, you have done well by not shying away. I respect you for doing what you did. Others have been hiding such a news like this. I told you guys, if one day I have the time, I will expose what happened in that so-called Yoruba nation guys they caught. One of them was in the car. He did not know the camera was showing him. He was laughing. The so-called people they caught, the so-called agitators they caught that went to take over Oyo State. Oyo State again. Now you see the game. They came to plan in Oyo State to say they were catching the Yoruba nation fighting. Some young boys who are jobless, they went to the government house of Oyo State with just one gun, a shakabula, a dang gun. A dang gun. Pump action, one. They had their uniforms, but they only went with one gun. And when the reinforcement came, the military came, they held them outside. That was a perfect example of giving a dog a bad name just to hang it. That woman, what's her name? Adeniro or whatever. The wife of MK Abiola. She played a very good one. But please, Yoruba nation, do not be scared. Do not chicken out with what they've done. Keep your head up. Remain resolute. But I am giving Koiki Media an assignment because this one falls on your desk. You are the spokesperson of Chief Sunday Igboho. Make sure this video gets to Chief Sunday Igboho. Let him see the agreement that was signed. And he must come out to condemn it or to let the whole world know he's not part of it. Do not allow Tinubu to destroy your Yoruba nation. For the fact this agreement is coming in Oyo State, they knew what they were doing. The first thing was to destroy the Yoruba nation, where they pretended that you came to Oyo house to, to take over, to hang a flag. And through that act, they have now tarnished your image, the reputation of Yoruba nation. Even though we know those who did it, they were part of Tinubu. It is the same. Look, these guys, they are not smart. It's the same thing they did when they messed up Peter Obi in this Labour Party with that man, Apapa. It's the same thing they do. And now, they have shown you their real hand. They have now signed an agreement with Mietiala. And Tinubu will be the one to instruct them. Your biggest mistake was to take Tinubu as a Yoruba person. I have gone to Facebook. I have gone to the names registry. When you put the name Tinubu, even on Facebook, the only people with those names are only Tinubu, his family, his wife, and his children in America. No other person is bearing Tinubu. To show you that name is not a Yoruba, it's not even a Yoruba name. That's why when you put it on people.com, on Facebook, on name registry, you will not find lots of Yoruba people bearing that name. That's how you know somebody is an agent to either America. I see him as a CIA agent because they want to control Africa. With all due respect, Tinubu is not a Yoruba man. And Tinubu is not from the Niger area. I rest my case. I rest my case. From me, from here, for now, I want to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. I remain yours truly, Biafra, Superstars, neighbor. I'm speaking to you as a good neighbor. God bless you.
Give me Biafra, give me your doo-doo wow. Superstars Media, freedom. Yeah, check me out. Superstars Media, Lord Logan, Bloomington, Lord Logan, and it's Wild Flora Show. 1914 amalgamation is what we dying for. 3 nations to 1 nation, ever since annihilation. Nepotism is nonsense. You and you, clap your hands. Biafra gonna come, clap your hands. Biafra, Oduduwa, we're free now. Freedom is gonna come, we're free now. Yeah.